And now for the latest in violence-plagued Haiti, criminal gangs have once again laid siege to the country's capital, Port-au-Prince. Now, this is one of the biggest attacks on the capital city since the Caribbean nation announced its next prime minister earlier this week. Neighborhoods located southwest of Haiti's main international airport were the worst affected, where gang members burnt houses and exchanged gunfire with police for hours.
They were shooting very intensely with heavy weapons, so it is a hellish situation that we have been experiencing since last night in Delmas. They have been setting fire to things non-stop.
Now, following the fresh wave of violence, hundreds more fled their homes in Port-au-Prince. In fact, many were seen walking along the city streets, carrying their children in search of a safe haven. Some were also seen carrying essentials as they left their homes. Now, dozens of these families have sought refuge in already overcrowded shelters.
We experienced a very difficult night with a lot of shooting throughout the night, but our God still reigns.
The problem is that Haiti doesn't offer anything. It's just batons and bullets. That's what there is in Haiti for young people. Here near Champs de Mars, nobody can go there. Nobody can be free in this country. You can be kidnapped. The food is bad.
Now, according to reports, the new wave of violence erupted in the area controlled by powerful gang leader Jimmy Cherizier. He recently threatened violence if the gangs were ignored by the new government, as Cherizier demanded a seat at the table. Now, Cherizier is seen as the catalyst for the violence plaguing the nation. On February 29th, armed gangs burnt police stations, opened fire on the main international airport, and stormed the country's two largest prisons, releasing more than 4,000 inmates.
There are important areas. There are strategic places. We are fighting to reclaim so that they can become our territories, which will allow us to win the battle for the ousting of Prime Minister Ariel Henry as quickly as possible. And then we will begin the fight against the system in place to have the country we want, a Haiti with employment for all, a Haiti with security, a Haiti with free education, a Haiti without social discrimination, where all people can achieve the standing they want.
Now, these coordinated attacks forced the former Prime Minister Ariel Henry to resign last month, following which a transitional council took over and put in place a new prime minister. Now, both Fritz Belazier, the new prime minister, and the transitional council face a daunting task ahead of not just bringing stability to the crisis-ridden nation, but also reining in the gangs and putting an end to the violence. And as we're beginning to see, that task is far easier said than done. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.